Ricardo Lomeli. Rudy Jordan, referee.
Just about ready for the first round, 10-rounder, super lightweight.
Should be an exciting fight, Don. Rene Arredondo.
Well, we're looking at one of the tallest fighters in that weight division, Rene Arredondo. He's listed at 5'11". He looks taller. His opponent, Ricardo Lomeli, is 5'9".
And that's tall for the weight, too.
Right. Lomeli is in the red trunks, Arredondo in the white trunks. This is the 7th main event here at the Olympic for Arredondo, and he has won them all. He is also our California champion at the 140-pound weight division. Since he weighed 141, as did Lomeli, his title is not at stake. Lomeli is out of Mexico, but makes his home in San Jose and is managed by Renato Garcia, who was a very colorful and capable welterweight, middleweight campaigner a few years ago.
Exactly. Out of Chile.
That's right. Renato Garcia is from Santiago, Chile. Both fighters sort of taking their time. Arredondo has a habit of starting slow. He is not one to pick up the pace and take it to his opponent. Most of Lomeli's action of late has been down in Baja, in Ensenada, Tijuana, and Mexicali. Little stumble there.
I see where Lomeli's having a little difficulty in figuring out the reach and the height that Arredondo has. How can he get inside? It's very simple, of course, and it's easier said than done, down, but step inside and go to the body, but he's sticking back too much, and he's going to give Arredondo that length, the reach that he has, and put himself in trouble.
Well, Arredondo has won almost all his fights. His 27 wins, 25 by knockouts. You don't think he's that type of puncher, but he does have a very powerful right hand.
Many fighters that are lanky like Arredondo is, Don, if they're able to use that fulcrum, right, that power structure, they are always knockout punchers. Saw a little notice of that right now.
Well, we have
the left hook there.
About 25 seconds left in the first round, and hasn't been a lot of action, but it's a case of both boxers sizing up each other. What a reach, though, that Arredondo has. Look, it looks like it goes out half the side, across the ring.
Makes you think you're fighting against a giraffe, Don. Very curious first round, Don. Rene Arredondo, of course, doing what he normally does, goes in there, jabs, throws some long right hands, and of course what most fighters do in the first round, measuring. On the other hand, Lomeli seemed confused, it seemed to me, during this first round. Either that or he caught a couple of hard jabs in the nose and he didn't know how to react to him, how to keep him away. It's going to be important, I think, Don, for Lomeli to fight close. If he stays outside or at least at Arredondo's distance, he's in for trouble, because Arredondo is known to throw, as you said, right hand, vicious right hands, and sometimes even a wild left hook that lands, and they have to count 20 to get him up. So it's going to be interesting what Lomeli does in his next few rounds.
If you just joined us, we're here at the Olympic Auditorium, and we're starting the second round of the scheduled 10-rounder. Junior welterweights or super lightweights, whatever you prefer. 141-pounders. Rene Arredondo, the tall youngster in the white trunks, and Ricardo Lomeli in the Red Trunks.
Lomeli caught a somewhat of a left hook as he came in without a lot of force, and I think that even hurt him, Don. Lomeli's best weapon, I think, if he goes to the body, either with right hands or left hooks when Arredondo makes an attempt to get in.
Rene Arredondo is what they would call a scary type fighter. You know, he lays back, takes his time, sizes you up, and he's got dynamite in both hands.
It's interesting, Don. Arredondo looks like he's only about 15 years old. Young kid. Actually, he's 22 years old. And on his way, if he keeps on going his way to becoming probably a welterweight and probably a world champion, too.
Well, he hasn't cracked the top 10 yet in world rankings, but he'll be there soon. Fine, educated left. Here at the Olympic, we've seen Arredondo on the seat of his pants, too. Night he fought Andre Wynn, he was down in the first round and then got up and knocked Wynn out. Knocked the Wynn out of Wynn.
Here we see a left hook again. I believe Arredondo is trying to work Lomeli in so he can counter with or lead with a left hook, Don. If you notice, he'll throw a jab, or come through with a left hook to the body or to the head. I'm a little confused still. Lomeli should be trying for the body.
Looked like a delayed action punch, left to the chin, and Lomeli first didn't appear to be hurt, and then decided, hey, and I believe he got cut, or it's he is cut. That one punch cut his eye, has bloodied his nose, and I think this fight is over with.
It's amazing, Don. That was a left uppercut, the hook uppercut. It didn't seem to catch him real hard, but it shows a hard punch. It shows a punch that Arredondo has. Unfortunately for the fight fans, they wanted more action, but
take a look at that eye, Armando. That right eye of Ricardo Lomeli is it's an ugly gash, and I'm sure Dr. Bernard Schwartz was quite correct in stopping the bout. Unfortunate for Ricardo Lomeli, not a very auspicious debut here, but what can you do? He's cut, and his nose also is bleeding, and Dr. Schwartz was very correct.
They caught him with a left hook, left uppercut right to the cheekbone, and they cut him immediately. And I could tell by the way he grimaced and turned around by the pain of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, 36 seconds, in round number 2, upon advice of Dr. Schwartz at ringside, referee Rudy Jordan stopping the bout. Young man Ricardo Lomeli suffering a very severely injured eye. The bout is stopped, and the knockout winner, the great Rene Arredondo.